Hello and welcome to Brandon Recommends. Today I'm going to be talking about a film I watched last night. Through this COVID pandemic, it's very fitting and I think it's a good one to watch through these dark, uncertain times. It Comes at Night. A highly contagious outbreak ravages the planet. Paul, his wife, Sarah, and their teenage son, Travis, are secluded in their home deep in the woods in an undisclosed location. Directed by Trey Edward Shults. This is the only film I've seen of his. He's done a couple films. He's done Waves, which is his latest one, which was very critically acclaimed. This film came out about the same time as A Quiet Place. So you had one highly mainstream sort of horror thriller setting about, a family. And then you've got this one that was more the A24 independent film, which sort of flew under the radar a bit. It was talked about by critics and, and people that like this kind of film. I did watch it when it came out, and initially I obviously had a lot of expectations, and to be honest, on first viewing, I enjoyed aspects of the film, but I wasn't overly won over by the film. And I think that was mainly because of my expectations, which is a bit unfortunate, I think, because a lot of people, I feel, felt that same way. And that's why I'm recommending it now and wanting to talk about and get it back in the zeitgeist a little bit. Joel Edgerton. He's written some interesting films and directed a couple films. The Gift, for one, and Boy Erased, which is one that's just come on Netflix. It's a newer one, starring Russell Crowe, Nicole Kidman, and that's another very interesting film. I'm not going to ruin that one right now, but I might actually recommend and talk about that one down the track. To be honest, I've spoken about Joel Edgerton on a previous Brandon Recommends, The King, which was another film I've watched recently again, and yeah, I enjoy his stuff. For me, this is like The Last of Us, the video game The Last of Us. It really sort of cements that fear and that feeling of fear and paranoia, much like John Carpenter's The Thing, where you got, a family or a group of people trapped, or not just trapped, but they're holding up inside of a building or a house or a location, and they kind of have to work through it with each other at the same time, deal with each other's paranoia and fear. And it's just brilliant how they kind of capture that in such a small setting. It's in the woods as well. It's a lovely location that they chose, and I love the house and the way they sort of shot the house and the location. Really opens up the imagination and makes you think about what's actually happening beyond that, what you're shown in the film. And I think that's partly another reason why I was a bit disappointed on first viewing, because I wanted to see what was happening out in the world. I want like the typical kind of Hollywood zombie film where you're kind of seeing cities being destroyed and crowds of people and like, World War Z or Dawn of the Dead or something, where you're seeing big spectacle stuff. And I think I was kind of expecting that with this film, or wanting a little bit of that. It didn't need it, to be honest. On second viewing, I kind of just watched it and it just blew me away, because what it does very well. And it doesn't need to be like all those other ones. This film right here is definitely worth checking out, especially through this COVID pandemic that is gripping the country and the world at the moment with fear and paranoia, and people are wearing masks, and we're all having to cope and deal with the depression and the anxiety and all that comes with it.
Do you have any idea what's going on out there?
A great film. I really look forward to seeing the director's other works. I'm going to go search them out and watch those as well, and I might do some recommendations if they impress me. Like, I've heard good things about Waves. It's been a little while. We've had a little break between Brandon Recommends. I've had a little break, probably due to the COVID. I've been regrouping and working on different things in my private life. So I'm going to bounce back, and that channel's going to bounce back. We've had some good videos dropping and going to be dropping soon. So keep on the lookout, keep supporting, keep liking, keep watching, and support your local boys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. This is a small channel. We need to grow, we want to grow, and we want to do our thing. So help us do that. Thank you. Till next time.